Welcome to the Minimasters, and today I'm going to show you how to install a new ignition control module in your truck. Let's get started. This is where the ignition control module is mounted to. So just for reference, this is the driver's side fender on the inside. That's your firewall. And like this is your ICM that's right here. So it's just way back here in the corner. So to make this easy, I'm actually going to uninstall like the entire assembly. So just for reference, this is the ignition control module in black. It's screwed to this aluminum kind of heat sink type of deal. And then that is bolted to the fender. So I'm going to reach in here. It is 8mm, two 8mm bolts to be exact, to get this thing off. And then there's one on the opposite side, or the bottom side, I should say. So with it loose, basically gonna fish it out of this. Here it is. This is as far as the harness will let us go. And then we'll pull up on the tab and it should come right off. Here we go. Real quick, guys, if you like this t-shirt I'm wearing, this is the OBS Sunrise t-shirt, front and back. And if you want one for yourself, just click the merch link that's down in the video description and you can get one for yourself. I also have really cool stickers and recently launched these 4. So if you like them, go get them. And let's get back to the video. So we have our ignition control module right here, and I wish this was straightforward, but there were a couple things I ran into. First, and surprisingly, I'm sure for you guys, I did not have a 5.5mm deep socket, which Ford in their infinite wisdom thought was a great size to use for their 2 bolts that hold the ignition control module to the heatsink. So I have that one, and then I ran into another problem, which is where when you go to use your socket, the bolt itself is too close to the inner wall of the ignition control module to get the socket around the bolt. So I used my Milwaukee multi-tool and I basically cut away the plastic so that I could access this bolt so I could actually get it out. So I'm going to loosen this one. And there we go. One bolt out. Let's go for this other one. So as I demonstrated, I couldn't quite get this socket aligned. So one trick I've seen is you can take a screwdriver here and you can pry at the ignition control module and you can try to basically slide it so that you can get it lined up. Now, I've tried this a couple of times. It doesn't seem to be working quite as advertised, if you will. So I'm going to try a couple of things to get it off, and I'll bring you back when it is off, and who knows, maybe I'll have to butcher it to get it off. Well, I am happy to report that I managed to get the original ignition control module off without having to butcher the surrounding plastic. My method was kind of what I said. I actually didn't use a screwdriver. I took a mallet and I whacked down right here on the top, and I managed to get to budge probably just enough that I get the socket around it and remove the bolt conventionally. So there we are, separated. One thing to note, you'll see this kind of white, now it's a powder. That is thermal heatsink compound, which is basically what this is right here. And that is an essential ingredient to a good install of an ignition control module, which we'll get to that when we put the new one on. So out with the old. Now, before we bolt our new one onto this, you definitely want to get this thing totally cleaned up. It is aluminum, at least it seems like that. And so I'm going to scrape this thing, get it nice and clean before we put our new ignition control module on. So before we get on with the install, I needed to cover this subject with you. So there are 2 kinds of ignition control module. There's one that's gray in color, and that's the TFI, or push to start ignition control module. And then there's this black one, which is the one that I took out, and the same one I'm putting back. And that is the computer controlled dwell one. and you cannot interchange them. They're not compatible. They're compatible in that they'll plug into the same harness. Your truck can start and will run, but it won't run well. And the reason for the change is Ford went away from the gray ignition control module, which is typically mounted to the distributor, to the black, which is mounted on the inside of the driver's side fender. One, to get it away from the heat, so away from the engine, and two, because they went to a different system. So when you go and order yours, be sure you get the correct color, at least the one that's out of your truck. They typically started going to the black in like 91, 92. If you have a suspicion that somebody put the incorrect color one in there, there's massive internet forums on how to go and test these to make sure that you're putting in the correct one. All right, let's get back to the install. With the ignition control module heat sinked, wire brushed as clean as I can get it, you can obviously spend probably a whole hour on this thing getting it nicer than what it is, and maybe it deserves that, but it's clean enough. So we're going to move on to the next step, which is we're going to get our thermal paste right here, and we're basically going to apply a nice squeeze of it. And then, according to all the experts online, you just want to make sure it coats the entire bottom, and I might even have too much on here. I'm not sure what too much would end up being, but from what I'm told, not having enough is more of an issue. So there we go. We got a nice thick film of it on the bottom. Maybe I'll take a little off on the glove. Okay. Now we'll screw on the ignition control module. So we got our new ignition control module. We'll set that there in the paste, and we'll start bolting it on. So to try to avoid the original fiasco, I'm basically going to finger tight it right where it needs to go on both sides before I tighten it on. There we go. And just a quick FYI, this is a Motorcraft ignition control module, and with it, electrical components definitely, especially like this, worth getting the Motorcraft part over some other one. So anyway, there it is, tightened on. Now it's ready to go in with our ignition control module all put back together. Time to reinstall it. Nice click there. We'll get in the back to bolt it in. So to help speed things up, I went ahead and I pre-threaded the bolts top and bottom for the ignition control module heatsink. And now I'm going to bring in my party trick, which is the tight reach 3/8 extension wrench. And so I'm going to get in here, tighten this on. Easy peasy. And I'm going to tighten the other one, and I'll bring you back. Now that you've installed your ignition control module, be sure to reinstall the terminal on your battery. That way you've got electricity where it needs to be, and you can get back to enjoying your OBS. See ya!